Alrighty then. You are listening to the Apocalyptic Optimath channel. My name is Seth. And you're welcome. Yes, of course, I'm still the king of hell and all that good stuff, of course. But right now, it is not the time for me to be thinking about that. Why? Because I'm in the process of moving, moving away from all these miscreants and mediocre people. Um, Basically the Illuminati. I live in Illuminati town, and I am fucking tired of it, my friend. So I don't know what's going on right now, but right now they're basically I'm being hunted in the streets. Like random ass fucking people keep running up on me, trying to start fights and all kinds of shit. It's fucking weird. At least if it was people that I've seen before, I'd be less confused. But it's like random. It's like always a random asshole. So now I have to like watch out because I don't know. And they probably do want me to hit them. I'm pretty sure they're gonna send me. They're trying to send me to jail or something. I'm pretty sure they're trying to send me to jail because it's like it's not. The people that keep doing that are like neighbors and regular looking people, and they already put me in the hospital. So the process is already started. Like they already sent me to the hospital, so now my credibility is a little bit down. I spoken to the police the other day. Um, they're cooperating. They're cooperating with me. They're not completely just taking me for some crazy person. But I unfortunately because of that, you know, time I spent at the hospital, they're kind of like hesitant and shit like that, which I completely understand. I will do my best to clarify that little mishap there. Um, which I do think will be pretty easy because I have to say like the doctors that I saw didn't do much of a great effort to like pin me as a crazy person. Like personally, if I was like I was pissed off when I got arrested. I was pissed off, so I just said a whole bunch of shit. Um, and if I hadn't said those things, they wouldn't have written anything. So I should have just sat there and not say anything. Um, but I was mad. I was pissed. Um, but like I said, it's not. I don't feel like this is unsurmountable. Of course, if I deal with the wrong police officers or the wrong justice branch, if I'm dealing with the wrong branch of justice of law, yeah, that might be a problem. But I don't feel like this is unsurmountable. It shouldn't be unsurmountable, especially with the because at the end of the day, the harassment is illegal. It's not a legal thing to do. You can't legally harass people. So, at the end of the day, this is something that I can bring to court. This is something that I can pin on people. Um, and I will, you know. Um, Unfortunately, this is going to be a begrudging um journey because well, I lack tangible proof. I like tangible proof. But regardless, uh, with the high amount of harassment that is around me, I am 100, 200, 3,000% sure we're gonna find some people and there will be some arrest. Because at the end of the day, to be quite fair and to be quite honest, I don't know who's following me around. I know. I sound PC right now. I'm being politically correct. But regardless, at the end of the day, we don't know who's following me around. We don't know who's actually gang stalking me. There's different situations. There's situations where people feel they're being gang stalked, and it's actually their exes that are after them. In some cases, it's an old employee or an old friend or a old enemy, and in my case it might be the Illuminati or it might be an old enemy. I do not know. I know that my ex, for some reason, which I could not even begin to imagine what the fuck her problem would be, not my recent ex but the mother of my child. But I know that she's into, gang stalking me. I don't know what her reason is. I don't know what her probable cause would be. I've never hurt this woman. I've never uh, damaged this woman. I've never hit this woman. I've never done anything to this woman in my entire life. So I have no idea why this person is following me around and harassing me and constantly harassing me. I have no fucking clue. But I know she does. I know she does. And like I said, she might be gang stalking me for some reason, but there's also the people that attacked her that might be following me around. It might be them too, which I don't think it is, but it could be. I don't think it is, but it could be. And then there's the Illuminati, because I'm outspoken. I speak a lot about the Illuminati. I'm very not into, uh, violent crimes done against children or adult women, or adult men, for any which case, to be quite fair. Of course, it depends what we're talking about, man. It depends. But at the end of the day, somebody stabbing somebody 4,500 times for no apparent reason is still somebody stabbing somebody 4,500 times. So it doesn't matter if it's a man or a guy. That's not right. So because of that, those guys might be following me around. Or shit, it might be something completely not related to all three of those things. You never know. You never know. So, anyways, we do not know at the end of the day who's doing this, but I've decided to try and find out because I am tired of this. I keep getting harassed. I'm harassed inside of my own home. I'm harassed even when I am not even around people. Like, I'm not even in a group setting or speaking to people. I'm just getting harassed out of the clear blue fucking sky when I'm doing absolutely nothing. So I'm tired of it. You guys saw it, on my Twitch. If you remember a couple of days ago, my Twitch, I was on Twitch. I was feeling the vibes. There was somebody that was sending negative vibes after me. I think this person was doing this thing, whatever they're doing was interfering with my stream, and I think they've been interfering with my stream for a long time now. I just didn't know that it was them that was doing it, but now I know. So very, very weird shit is going on. Very weird shit, and now they're acting like they want to fight. You want to fight? Like, I've heard something about honor. I've heard these guys talk about honor and shit like that. That's so fucking weird. Like, what the fuck ever? Like, I don't know what the fuck that means. They're talking about honor. They're talking about fights. I don't know what the fuck these guys are talking about. It sounds weird. It's suspicious. It's weird. It's bizarre. It's nonsensical. I don't know. It's fucking weird. So, anyway, so the police have been alerted. Alerted. Apparently, they're gonna they decided to I didn't want to leave with them. I was supposed to. I did not want to leave with them because the person I was speaking to, the place I was supposed to go, the person I was speaking to was saying that by what I was saying, I needed to go to the hospital. And I was very offended by that. I didn't lose my shit, but I was still very offended by it. So I decided not to go because I sincerely do not. I was speaking to the police officer the same way I'm speaking to you right now. I wasn't under like a severe amount of stress. I wasn't like super nervous. I had my coffee in my hand. I was drinking coffee. It was just like if I was nervous, if I was jittery or nervous, if it was because of my coffee. I was drinking coffee. I was trying to explain the situation, and the reason why I called him is because 5 minutes, well, 20 minutes before that, I was walking down my street, and one of the neighbors, again, another one, a different one that I never had an issue with, that I've never spoken to before, barely even glanced at this guy, never even looked in this direction, just started screaming stuff, insults in the middle of the street out of fucking nowhere. His wife was screaming insults too. So I decided to call the cops because that shit was fucking weird. And like that shit was fucking weird and random as fuck. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm calling the cops. And though I did, so I was speaking to them very normally. Of course, that pissed me off, but I wasn't like going crazy or losing my fucking mind or anything. I was explaining the situation as I was explaining the situation to you guys. So this is why I felt this is why I didn't go with them, because the guy I was speaking to on the phone, the guy that they put me in contact with on the phone was kind of like, you need to go to the hospital. I didn't see why he was saying that. I couldn't understand what was wrong with my speech pattern. And I asked him, what's wrong with my speech pattern? He said, it's not necessarily what you're saying that's wrong. It's usually people that say the kind of things that you're saying need to go to the hospital. Okay, I'm just like, okay, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. But I'm okay with that. But can we take a step towards figuring out if I am being schizophrenic and shit, so that my accusation can have credibility, can have validity? Because right now you're not giving me any validity or credibility by saying that. I feel like my life is in danger, and you're like, oh, you're just fucking crazy. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I am not crazy. I wish I was, but I'm not crazy. So, so yeah, I was kind of like, nah, I didn't go, because I was kind of like, well, if I go now with the way that this guy, with the idea, with the image that this guy has of me in his head, if I go over there, it's not gonna turn out well. I'm gonna end up being, because when you talk to some people, if their mind is made up about you, like there's nothing you can do that's gonna change their minds. So I felt like if I had went over there that night, it would have ended up like being kind of like a trap and shit, where I would have just been pinned as crazy, and then they would have just forgot about me, and everybody just would have went home to drink a beer, and that would have been the end of the story. So I decided to stay, which is not the best of ideas, because people are still, riled up. These fucking fuckers are still riled up and shit. I don't know why. And they're pushing it to the limit, because I still feel a little bit homicidal. They're still pushing it to the limit. Like, I almost stabbed somebody like two nights ago. I was walking at the park, and this guy was walking towards me, lifting his shirt like he was about to fight, bro. I had a knife in my pocket, bro. Like, he would have done something. He would have got like, man, I would have poked his guts to see if he still has lungs. You know what I mean? Like, it is the end. It is what it is. I'm gonna defend myself. If you're gonna randomly fucking start swinging on me, you're gonna get cut. you're gonna you're gonna get cut, bro. Like that's for fucking sure. You're gonna get a lot of cuts, bro. I'm gonna stab you in your legs, stab you in your gut, stab you everywhere, your arms, everywhere. So like that's your business. If you randomly just start punching me in the fucking street, you're gonna get cut. That is for fucking sure. That's gonna be my first reaction is to stab you. Like, so that's your fucking business. If y'all want to fucking jump me while I'm walking down the street, fine. But, you're going to go home with a bunch of holes in your body. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know, bro. I'm just letting you know, man. Like, you're going to go home with holes in your body, bro. I'm just telling you. Because I don't know you. I don't even fucking know. I don't know what's going on. Like you can be like, oh, man, this guy's crazy. He always want to stab somebody. I don't always. No. I'm walking down the street. I don't fucking know the person. I don't know if I'm being mugged. I don't know if I'm nothing. Right? I don't know if it's like an old enemy that sent somebody to do me. Like I don't know. Like it's random fucking ass folks out of the clear blue fucking sky. So like, yeah, I got a knife on me. Shit, I'm gonna defend myself and I'm gonna poke you a lot. Either until you run away or until you stop moving. Like it's it's just that's what it is, man. That's the game that you playing right now, bro. And that's what it is. That's it. And that's all. So it is what it is, man. So I don't know. So the police have been informed. So anyways, enough of that pokey shit. The police have been informed. Apparently they have they're doing more rounds now since I have spoken about what happened. Apparently they're doing more rounds, which I'm very surprised by. Apparently they're doing more rounds, but I guess the reason why they decided to do more rounds around the block is because it's not the first time I complain about this shit. I mean, it is, but when I get arrested, I'm always complaining about like, oh, this and that, and this and that. So I guess now they're starting to, well, shit, the guy, because I did everything you guys asked me. They asked me to take medication. I took medication. They asked me to go at the hospital. I went at the hospital. They asked me to go see a psychiatrist. I went to see a psychiatrist. Ain't none of these fucking things has anything to do with what's going on, right? So I'm guessing that shit is actually helping me more than not helping me. Of course, if I'm not careful, I might get lost. If I meet somebody that already has his mind set in stone that I'm fucking crazy, yeah, I'm gonna get lost. Somebody that's high ranking or that's in a position of authority, I'm gonna get lost in the system. So I'm trying not to get lost in the system, and that's the only fucking reason why I'm still in this place at this present moment. Because I don't want to get lost in the system, because I want to sue. I'm going to sue. You guys are going to give me punitive damages for stopping my life from going forward for the past 8 years. All right, so I don't know how much that is, but that's a couple millions, right? Let's say 26. Let's say 26 million, right? That's a couple millions. That's a couple years, right? I have a business plan that's worth $1 million. I have a business plan that's worth $1 million. I made that business plan 5 years ago. And that's a 1-year thing. So if you count inflation, that's 100%. That's 1 point every year. So that means that's 1 point every year. So that means that 1 million is supposed to double every year. So it's been 5 years. So the first year was 1, second year is 2, second year is 4, third year is 4, third year is 4, fourth year is 8, fifth year is 16, right? So 4 years is 16. So that's 60 million that I'm missing because you guys were in my way. right? So I failed at making 16 million. So there's 3 more years. So I would add 3 more more punitive damages from the 3 more years because of work. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go out. I couldn't, like, so you guys made me lose a lot of money. You guys made me lose a lot of money, gave me a lot of emotional distress. So I'm going to sue for punitive damage for emotional distress and torturous interference. So right now, it's not the time to go to the hospital, which I might have to because I have to get away from these fucking people. But it's not the time to be, just hospital medication bullshit. No, I want to sue. Like, I want to sue some motherfuckers. Like, motherfuckers are gonna give me my fucking millions back. You're gonna give me my fucking money back, bro. So the hunter has become the hunted, and we're gonna hunt. So we're gonna start hunting soon. Um, this year is not gonna be a good year for the Illuminati. And I guess some of you guys already know this. I guess some of you guys already know that this year is not going to be a great year for the Illuminati. Regardless if Kamala Harris wins. Like I said, like I told you guys before, this is especially. I don't know what leap year this actually is. I haven't checked. I'm not gonna lie. Well, actually, I know. Well, allegedly, we're in the Kali Yuga. We are still in the Kali Yuga. We're still in the Kali Yuga. But I call it the year of the puppet. This is the year of the puppet. And like I told you before, I don't know what that means. I had a vision. I only had a vision. I understand the vision as something that has to do with puppets. But as time is going along, I'm starting to notice that this is not a negative thing. Right? Because when you say the word puppet, it usually means, somebody being controlled. But that's not always a bad thing. There are some instances where somebody being controlled is not a bad thing. So, like I said, this is the year of the puppet, and it's another. So, spirit is about to show you, if they haven't already, because I've been out the game for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on my Twitch now doing my thing. Now, you can say whatever you want about my Twitch stream, but I'm getting some sponsors. And I'm getting good sponsors. Like some of these guys are offering me good money right now. Some of you, so you can say whatever you want, but I'm getting some good ass offers. You know what I mean? Some good offers. So, but like I said, sorry about that. I know I've been out the game for a minute. So whatever the information that I'm telling you right now, maybe you already received it, or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe Spirit hasn't, or Spirit is getting ready to show you. But Spirit is, because the thing is, even I just recently started to understand what the year of the puppet actually is. And it's a good thing. I don't want to say a great thing because I don't want to jinx nothing. But it's a good thing. And I also know that this is not favorable. This year is not going to be favorable towards the Illuminati. Because right now they're taking all kinds of hits from all kinds of places. So, but they can bounce back from this. This is just, to me, this is just, nature trying to send a message. They send a message. You might be powerful. You might have people on your roster. You might have this. You might have that. But you're not stronger than me. And I feel that's what nature is trying to tell the Illuminati right now. And I'm pretty sure the Illuminati is starting to understand what nature is trying to tell them. Because you might be a dick, but I'm a bitch. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. So, like I said, it's not get ready for the year of the puppet. Get ready for the year of the puppet. Stay in tuned with your spiritual mentors. Stay in tune, because the spiritual mentors know what's going on too. A lot of people talk shit about some of these guys, but some of these guys are on point. At the end of the day, especially when we're talking about like Till Swan, if you want to know what's going on in on the radio, listen to Till Swan, listen to Abraham Hicks, fucking Eckhart Tolle, you know who else? Shit, even Infinite Waters. Even Infinite Waters, he had the black guy, you know. Don't say that I shout him out. It's not a shout out. That shit never works out, man. One thing you should never do on YouTube is shout out another YouTuber, man. I don't know, that shit's kind of like a curse. Every time I fucking did that shit, it always ended bad. So don't tell him I said that. But he's in tune. Regardless, even if he's not in tune spiritually, somebody's giving him a script. There's somebody in tune. There's a witch somewhere that makes up the scripts for these people to read. So it doesn't matter if the guy's fake or not. You gotta listen to the information that he brings you. And he might be fake, he might not be fake. That's neither here or there. One thing's for sure, you gotta look at the information that's coming out. Not just one video. Look at the stream of videos and see where the head is leading. You got to see where it's leading towards to, and you can hear the conversation. You can hear, and especially with a good mix of me. You know, if I say something and then you hear the other guy say it and the other guy said, you know it's true, because I'm not here to lie. I'm not part of the Illuminati. I'm just a spiritualist. So everything I know is actually from spirit. It's not from a fucking witch over there. It's not from that thing over here, blah, blah, blah. No, it's actually from spirit. Spirit actually gives me the information. I give you the information back. So like I said, Year of the Puppet, something I dreamt about a long time ago. It wasn't the right time. I didn't need to talk about that dream because I dreamt it a long time ago. To me, it was just a deja vu, because I have deja vus too. To me, deja vus are premonitory dreams, right? I don't have deja vus. I have premonitions, right? So, you know, I held that under my belt. So now when I have dreams like that, what I do is I compartmentalize some dreams, because I know the feeling too. There's a feeling to these premonition dreams, right? There's some dreams I know, okay, that's gonna be a deja vu somehow, somewhere. And some of these, sometimes I don't tend to remember these. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, when I'll get to that bridge, I'll cross it. But some dreams I do keep in the background of my head because I don't know what it means, and it feels like it means more. But I also know by the way that it's made, it's going to be a deja vu. So that was one of those, and that's why I never talked about it, because I knew it was coming. And when the time was about to come, I was going to talk about it, and the time has come. Now I dreamt about this like 5 years ago. So now we're inside of the Year of the Puppet. So is there something I can tell you that you can do about the Year of the Puppet? Not today. I'll make another video. Explaining, because I don't even think I should explain it to you, unless I'm not going to say shit unless the Illuminati says shit. I'm not going to say shit, not because I'm scared of being wrong, because I don't want them to deter you from being the puppet master, right? So if I say things now before they say it, they're gonna come out and say a whole bunch of bullshit to say what I said was bullshit. So I'm not gonna say shit. So like that, they can't say it's bullshit. But by the time that they start talking shit, you'll already realize what the Year of the Puppet is, and they'll just be playing catch up like they usually do. You know, so that's why I'm not saying shit about the Year of the Puppets. And quite frankly, I did not know what it meant until last week, to be quite honest. Until 2 weeks ago, I had no idea what the Year of the Puppet actually meant. I didn't know what it was bringing us towards. And I like the feeling that it's giving us. I like the feeling that they're giving us. So I don't know if you felt it already. I don't know if you felt the surge of spiritual energy coming towards you yet. I don't know if you've seen what you're capable of achieving, because I feel like the Year of the Puppet is kind of like spirit giving us another preview of the capabilities of a true human is, and not a whatever. So some of us are puppets, some of us are puppet masters. But the thing is, I don't think this has anything to do with being a master of puppets. I think we're all puppets some way, somehow. And I think it's okay to be a puppet. Well, I will say this. From my wisdom, I can say this from my wisdom, and then that's gonna be the end of the video, I swear. From my wisdom, there's nothing wrong being a puppet. There's nothing wrong being a puppet. I feel like when you're a puppet, your special power is that you decide who your strings are attached to, right? It's like being in love. It's like being in love. That's the perfect example. It's like being in love, right? Like, you're a puppet in love, and you see another puppet, but it's not a puppet. It's actually a person, but you're a puppet. But that person is a person, and you're in love with that person. So you decide to let that person tie your strings, right? And that's what it feels like to be in love, because when you're in love, whatever your wife or your husband tells you to do, you're going to do it, just like a puppet, right? So I think that's the only thing that I can say about puppets right now, and the spiritual aspect, the spiritual meaning, the spiritual decadence, the spiritual resonance of the puppets. And I think there also is a negative aspect to the year of the puppet, just like the Kali Yuga is negative and positive, just like Aquarius was negative and positive. I think the year of the puppet is also negative and positive, because right now we're seeing a lot of puppets being taken down judicially, right? We're seeing a lot of puppets being exposed, right, in real life. Even me, at the end of the day, I'm exposing these guys that live on my street, even though I'm pretty sure everybody on my fucking street is pretty much a fucking Illuminati member or fucking familiar, but they're still being exposed. Not everybody. I'm pretty sure there's some people that had no idea these people actually was Illuminati, and I'm one of them. There's some people that live around here, I had no idea. I didn't think they were actually Illuminati. I didn't really believe that they were Illuminati, but they are, right? Because they're doing very Illuminati shit right now. So, and people are looking outside their window, and they're seeing these people acting weird. So the puppets are being revealed. But there's also other things about the puppets. So this is the season of the puppet. So this is the season where the puppet is explaining to you all of his aspects, all of his contradictions, complications, conundrums, values, concepts, everything, right? And I'm gonna stop the video right here because I want to respect your time. And have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.